Hey Scorpio, it's me Stormie, and here's your horoscope for September 2018. Now Scorpio, straight out the gate, your co-ruling planet is direct this month, so things are already at tip-top of the morning, right? Like, that's some really good details and really good energy, because I know that for the last few months, man, you have really been getting hit in the home zone. I know you have, whether it's been repairs at home, resetting your own foundations of beliefs. Maybe you've had someone challenging you in your home zone, things like that. When Mars retrogrades through that fourth house, right, it is a busy time in the home zone. We're relooking at relationships. We're relooking at things in our living situation with the women in our life. There can be conflict. Things about children really can come up at that time as well, depending on how old they are, if they're younger. Now, the nice news is that with Mars being retrograde at that time, you had a chance to relook at those things. What did you need to reset? You know, maybe are the people in your life changing? Are you changing? And everybody kind of needed to get current in this area, right? And now with Mars direct this month, you not only had the opportunity for Mars to come direct in the sign of Capricorn, which was really helpful to helping you just move things forward, having a conversation, feeling willing to communicate, all of those things. But then as he continues to move forward this month back into that fourth house, you can enact some of the changes that need to be made. You can push this fourth house area forward. You can bring resolution to any repairs you've been trying to make, any issues with women. You yourself, you may feel more comfortable and more grounded this month as well with Mars being forward motion. So let's jump in and break this month down, okay? Right at the beginning of the month, Mercury, the communication and the mental thinking planet, is going to join the Sun here on the 5th with in Virgo. So this is going to be happening in your 11th house, and this is beautiful because Mercury is not only business savvy, but he's also just communication savvy. So you could be talking to old friends, connecting with old friends, connecting to new friends, right? You've probably had some shift in some areas of your life, and now it's time to have a new tribe, a new social group come in. Very much so it could be things related to work. I wouldn't be surprised about that, or new organizations you feel prompted to join or be a part of. Now, I would also tell you, on the 9th, we're going to have a new moon happening in Virgo as well. So again, this 11th house gets lit up. If your social things, like your social profiles, are not updated, or if your technological equipment and programs are not protected, this is a great time to make sure you put those pieces in place. Get that virus control. Do any of those things you need to do to be current socially so that you can be very, very successful in connecting with the right kind of people to help you with this next leg of your journey, okay? Now let's back up for just a second, because on the 6th, we're going to have Saturn, that big daddy, maturing, put in work energy, coming direct in the sign of Capricorn. So this is lighting up your 3rd house. This is the other reason I think that whether it be the home zone, at work, in your social zone, whatever it is, for the last 5 months, Saturn has been retrograde, right? And so he's in the 3rd house. He's been saying, okay, I need you to look back over your thinking, your decision making, your studying, right? Your schooling even. You need to look back over some business decisions maybe that you've been making, right? Your mentality has just needed to shift, and you've had to sort out and have conversation. And I wouldn't even be surprised, Scorpio, if for some of you, you didn't go back through over this last few months and find new details to old issues, right? Like maybe you really overpaid that phone bill one time and you found out, and now you're going back to get your money, right? Because as Saturn comes direct, you have maturity, you have perspective, you have that hustler, get mine, use these resources around me mentality to move something forward. This is also phenomenal because if you're trying to put out a website, write that book, study something, Saturn has brought you into a new place, because hopefully you've been doing the work where your mind, your soul, your spirit are more mature, so you can absorb and retain and share that information differently. But the level of maturity around here is no joke. Remember, wherever Saturn's at, you are going to work. So if you're studying, you're going to put in the work, okay? Now, again, at the new moon on the 9th, on the same day, we've got Venus, which is a very opposite energy for you. So sometimes it's really delicious to work with that. But she's joining Jupiter in your sign. This is is phenomenal, right? Now, first of all, when Venus gets anywhere near your first house, you get a little bit sexier. So that is okay. You become magnetic. There's a sense of charm. There's a sense of beautification that comes to the table. This is also great because if you're trying to put yourself out there in front of new groups or anything like that, this makes you a bit more magnetic, easier to receive, things like that. People are receptive to you, right? You're receptive to other people. Now, as like another thought, in relationships, if you felt like your sexy just fell off, this is a wonderful energy to help bring it back. Maybe you want to play with something, you know, change the way that you've been dressing, bring a new look in, something like that. There's just a spark of fire and playfulness that comes into your eyes. Now, the other part of that I think is beautiful for you is that this is an energy to actually help you expand out and be seen as well. So don't waste that energy. Get out there, let yourself be seen, let yourself be charming, and move into this next era of your life. Okay, on the 11th, Mars comes into Aquarius. So again, we see these social zones lighting up, or excuse me, these home zones lighting up. And so this is where I feel like those domestic situations may be coming to an end, or maybe you're able to take action. For some of you, I just keep having this vision that maybe there is an issue with a woman in your life. This could even be a tiny woman. This is the 4th house. This could be a child, a little, you know, maybe got a teenager who's like gone crazy or something like that. And for others of you, it's this idea of being able to finally make a repair of some variety. So I'll be interested to see what's happened for you. Keep me posted in the comment section down below. Now, on the 18th, we've got Mars and Uranus in a square. Now, these two are, when they square, this is a warring energy. This is disruptive. They are clashing. This is not usually a comfortable energy. It can be great for rebellion, for breaking free from something, but usually it just means disruption. So on the 17th and 18th, I just want you to be mindful of these energies. They really go until the 28th, but I feel like 17th, 18th are the days to really keep your eyes peeled for, because somewhere between your home zone and your relationship zone, you could be seeing a clash. Now, maybe this is that you guys need to break free from a routine. Maybe you need to change something up. Whatever is happening here, whatever is challenging you from a relationship into your home zone, what I want to tell you, Scorpio, is respond innovatively, respond creatively, respond intuitively. Don't respond harshly. Don't respond in a way that's going to actually tear things down in an inappropriate way, right? Like sometimes you got to have a breakdown to have a breakthrough. We have all seen that, but there's no need to be extra. You don't need to do extra damage. Not only that, a lot of how you respond to this energy is going to seal some deals around your reputation, right? So make sure that whatever is coming your way, especially in your home zone or in a relationship around your home zone, make sure that you respond in a way that is rebellious, breaking you free from an old pattern, but isn't disruptive and brutal, if that makes sense. All right, on the 22nd, we move into the autumn equinox. We're in a new season, which is important because in the Western astrology world, we follow these seasons, not the constellations. So it's, again, more fresh, new start energy. Things are moving forward. We're not this month spending our time being held in one position. We have decision making and action in our power, and now it's time to move forward, fresh, clean slates. On the 24th, we've got a full moon happening in Aries, which lights up your 6th house. Now, this again has a little bit heavier influence with Saturn, so it makes me think something about work and communication is on the table. Now, the full moon says something has to be ended, acknowledged, and adjusted. So we've got to shift to things at work. We've got to shift to the daily routine. The other thing, and I've been on you about this for like 2 years, Scorpio, is that mind-body connection, right? Scorpio, when I say mind body here, this is definitely remembering what you think, how you feel, what you let get in your head, what you're trying to wrap control around, also affects your spirit, right? It really does, which in turn will affect your health. Now, for some of you too, I'm getting the impression of maybe a head hurt or a head injury that it may be exacerbated at some time during this particular full moon. So just be mindful of that. But a shift at work or in your daily routine around your health is definitely up and on the agenda, okay? Now, on the 30th, as we end the month, Pluto, our other big daddy transformative energy, is also going to be coming direct after taking a 5-month nap over there with Saturn. Everybody's in Capricorn, so your 3rd house is going to light up. Now, Pluto says, hey, Scorpio, the old version of you has to die off so that this new version can live. So expect new conversation, new thinking, new studying, maybe even new coursework coming into your life. And it is all about your empowerment. It is empowering you. You know, we get what's required to move closer to spirit, and spirit moves us closer to those opportunities. And that's very much so what I think you find yourself feeling and moving towards as we get towards the end of the month, Scorpio. So beautiful setup this month for moving things forward. All systems are a go. Everybody's online. Take advantage of this month. Take advantage of this month to get yourself set to launch forward as we get ready to end out the year, okay? All right, you guys, like this video, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you click in the description box down below. Check out the new Stormie Grace merch in collaboration with my friends at Bad Manners. You can also check them out in the description box down below. Keep me posted about your month, and I love you too much, and I will see you next month, okay? Bye.